Well, still developing this morning, a suspected robber is dead, and Bernalillo County deputies say it was a Dairy Queen employee who shot and killed him.
Yeah, deputies say this all happened as the man was trying to rob the Dairy Queen on Isleta just south of Bridge last night. Deputies say the man walked up to the window with the weapon and demanded money. A worker gave him the cash, then dove behind the counter. Deputies say that's when another worker feared for the other employees' and customers' lives, so he pulled out a gun and shot the robber several times, killing him. Deputies in the area heard the shots, then rushed over to the restaurant.
And this was an individual that was in fear of his life as well as his employees, and took the action that he felt was necessary. At this point, there's no charges pending against him.
Deputies interviewed all the workers, and they have not said who the robber was. Well, this morning, Los Lunas police are searching for a suspected robber who was able to get away from them.
Yeah, they say this guy stole from a woman who was just trying to do a good deed and help him out. It happened on Highway 314 near the train station in Los Lunas. Police say a man approached Rebecca Martinez asking for some water. She told cops that she had just come from church where the preacher had talked about helping those in need. So she decided to take the man to her home, feed him, give him some cash, and even packed him a meal to go.
About 2 hours after that, he came back and asked if he could borrow the shower. So I let him borrow the shower. He was dirty. Gave him a change of clothes.
And get this, police say this man was outside her home a third time, stealing from her van. At the police station, before police identified and booked him, they say the man purposely hurt himself so that he would be taken to the hospital. And when police did take him to the hospital, the guy used the chance to escape. And now cops are asking for the public's help to find him.
Well, 5:33 now, an Eddy County Sheriff's deputy is waking up on the wrong side of the law this morning. Investigators say Carlsbad police picked up Deputy Lisa Springer on domestic violence charges recently, but are not saying what led up to that. Ms. Springer is now on administrative leave. Well, in just a few hours, we could know if a judge will approve former APS Superintendent Winston Brooks's $350,000 buyout. Mr. Brooks resigned 2 weeks ago today. The school board was investigating him, but won't say exactly why. Sources tell us it had something to do with his wife. The settlement agreement hearing is at 8:30 this morning in Judge Valerie Hewling's courtroom. We'll let you know what happens.
Well, get paid to shop sounds like a good deal, right? It is if the program is legit, but one Albuquerque woman fell for a phony one that left her financially ruined. On special assignment last night, Kim Holland told you about 22-year-old Shelby. She applied to be a secret shopper, a job that pays you to spend money at a business, then evaluate the customer service. Well, she got a letter and nearly $2,000 in a check that told her to go and visit 2 businesses in town. She was told to write nearly $1,000 to a person in Spain using Western Union, then send money to MoneyGram for another $500 to a person out in Georgia. Now, she filled out a survey about the business online. That was part of the so-called work. But then that same afternoon, Shelby knew there was a problem.
I went to check our bank account to see if we had enough to get groceries and whatnot with the extra pay we put in there, and it was negative almost $3 grand.
Okay, so the check was bogus. Shelby and her husband had been taken. In all, the couple was out nearly $3,000. And the story is not over. To hear about her roadblock with the bank and police, you can watch the entire story tonight on 2 Casa Fox or visit our website, KRQE.com.
Well, the good news this morning, we keep on conserving water here in Albuquerque and Bernalillo County. The bad news, soon we are going to pay for it. Now, on top of all this rain we've gotten this summer, it's been very nice. So it's made our lawns green the natural way, but it's costing the Water Authority a lot of money.
When we get rain, we see a sharp drop in water use.
So with all that rain, we have used 710 million fewer gallons of water just so far this year. That's compared to last year. Some people are saving 20 to 30 bucks on the typical summer bill, but we'll all be paying a few bucks more a month on our next bill because of a rate hike that was approved earlier this year. And it won't stop there. Water bills are set to go up again next spring. A new reality show is giving 8 people in Albuquerque a chance to do something Congress can't or won't do. Big Bad Budget stars 4 Democrats and 4 Republicans from the Duke City who are given 2 days to supposedly balance the federal budget. Recent projections put the yearly shortfall at $500 billion. The group squabbled, quite a bit, but did get a deal done with just minutes to spare, and everyone but one person signed it.
We're saying to people, if 8 people in Albuquerque can do it, why can't Congress?
That's a loaded question. The show will be on PBS throughout the country, and the producer says Netflix is looking at picking it up too. Liz?
All right, well, the countdown is on to torch your troubles away. The burning of the Zozobra is tonight. Old Man Gloom turns 90 this year and is returning to his roots with the 1920s theme. Crews were out at Fort Marcy Park in Santa Fe yesterday getting everything ready for tonight, putting up tents and fencing. This year's event is a bit different. Zozobra will be dressed in all 20s garb, and the event has been moved to a Friday. And because of that, crowds are expected. As many as 50,000 may even show up. And organizers tell us that this year's Zozobra is starting to go green.
Santa Fe has a reputation for being very environmentally conscious. I think that it's appropriate that Zozobra become the first big Santa Fe event to become carbon neutral. And we're going to take a baby step towards that this year.
And for the first time, organizers are looking at all materials used in the event. They hope to eliminate a carbon footprint for Zozobra by its 100th anniversary, which is in 2024. Don't create new gloom or for yourself or by others by drinking and driving. Just a quick reminder, Santa Fe County is offering a cab ride home for just $1. You can call the number on your screen, 438-0000 for a ride. And if you cannot make it tonight to the burning of the Zozobra, you can burn your own virtual Zozobra. We have posted a link on our website where you can do this and have your worry stuffed in the real Old Man Gloom tonight. That link is KRQE.com. Just click on links.
All right, mean coworkers, done. Well, delay in harvesting chili and hatch is becoming good news for chili farmers in other parts of New Mexico. In fact, farmers in Artesia are seeing a sudden spike in demand because the recent heavy rains have put a damper on the harvest in hatch. The Las Cruces Sun News reports some farmers in Artesia say in the past some grocery store chains would not buy their chili because it didn't have the hatch name on it. Growers in Lemitar are also seeing a spike in sales. And how about some chili-infused vino? Yeah, the St. Clair Winery in Demi is getting a $50,000 grant from the federal government to expand production. Chili wines are made using hot peppers from the Hatch Valley. St. Clair says the wine is already successful.